Good morning, students. I'm Mrs. Fernandi. We're going to work on some spelling and some word work. And the first thing you're going to need is some sort of folder, a composition notebook, a spiraling notebook, or some loose leaf papers, and a nice little peachy folder to put your papers in so you can keep it all together. You don't have to have this, but you will need paper and pencil or something to write on each time you meet. We're going to start by talking about the sound and the main three ways that is made: ER, IR, and UR. I'm going to share my screen with you by showing you my PowerPoint that I made about this. Let's go to the beginning. So here's the sound. We see these two bars when we see these two bars on either side of a sound, a set of letters, it means that's the sound we're talking about. And they're spelled ER, IR, and UR. Here's a great way to remember, in part, that the IR is mostly in the middle of the word, the ER is in the middle or the end of a word, and the UR is used mostly in the middle of a word. So you can see that the IR words, if you want to read along with me, bird, first, dirt, swirl, and chirp, are all in the middle of the word. There's always something, some consonant behind them. Look over here at the UR, turtle, burn, turnip, curb, and nurse. Also, all of those URs are in the middle. But if we go here to the ER under the tiger, we have tiger, fern, otter, herd, and letter. You can see that in tiger, otter, and letter, the sound is at the end, and in fern and herd, it's in the middle. There are also some unusual ways to spell the sound. Sometimes we are going to spell it OR, like in worse. You can still hear that sound, but surprisingly, we're going to spell it with an O. And worst, and were. This is a good time to remember that were and where are two different words. Not only do they start with different letters, WH for where, and just W for were, like we were at the zoo, WERE on both, but they sound different. And then search, which you can see here, is spelled with an EA. So every once in a while, you'll come across some really unusual spellings of the sound but for the most part, they're going to be spelled ER, IR, and UR. Okay, I'm going to unshare this part of my screen, and I'm going to share with you a set of words that I have written up that we're going to talk about today. And we're just going to talk about these. We're going to look at the sounds. We're going to kind of try to figure out where the syllables go. So I'm going to grab a little pencil in red. So our first word is under. If we think about our syllables, we have two. Under, we have that sound at the end of the word. And we're going to divide the syllable right there. Then we have bird. We're using the IR in the middle of the word. We have burn, UR in the middle of the word. Third, IR in the middle of the word. First, also in the middle of the word. During, in the middle of the word, UR. And then we have some other words that we're thinking about this week, like the long E sound, made with two E's together, as in the word feel. The long E sound made with EA, as in the word eat. And then we have the unusual wear, like what should I wear today? Today it's raining here, so what should I wear today? That's an unusual sound that the EA is making in the middle there, right? And then here are those sounds that are spelled with OR. Worse, we already talked about these. Worst and search. Okay, those are some words to think about. What I'm going to do now is we are going to go to our whiteboard. And I want you to get ready to write. Pick up your pencil, pick up your paper. If you hadn't quite gotten there yet, go ahead and grab a pencil or a piece of paper or your notebook that you decided to use. And let's do a little spelling of these words. So the first word I want you to spell is under. Think about it again in syllables. Our first syllable is un. Go ahead and spell that. Un, U-N. And then der. Which der are we going to use if it's at the end of the word? Yeah, we're going to use ER. Our next word is bird. Bird has the er sound in the middle, so we kind of have to decide which one is it going to be. The first one, ER, the second one, IR, or the third one, UR. Yes, it's the second one, bird, IR. Our next word is burn. Burn, also in the middle of the word. Is it going to be ER, IR, or UR? And you're right again, it is the third one, B-U-R-N. That's our third spelling of burr. Our next word is third. He was standing third in line. Third is also in the middle of the word, so it could be any of them. It could be ER, IR, or UR. First, I'm going to think about the sound, right, TH, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the second one. Do you remember what the second one was? Yep, IR. And then we hear at the end of the word, third, we hear the D. Good job. The next word is wear. She wants to wear this shirt, but it has a tear. So this is one of those harder ones. E-A-R. Kind of a word that we just have to remember. We have to memorize that one, right? W-E-A-R. Thumbs up if you got that one right. All right. The next three are those really unusual spellings of er. The first one is worse. You can spell that before I give you the answer. W-O-R, and then S-E. Why is there an E at the end of that word? We gotta wonder. Now, this is gonna be easier because we're just gonna take the word worse and make it into worst. So you'll notice that what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the E. We spell it exactly the same as this one, but instead of an E at the end, we're gonna use a T at the end. Worse and worst, pretty close together, right? If that's not the worst of it. And then the last one, probably the hardest and most unusual spelling of er, E-A. So write the word search. He had to search for the dog's toy, right? Search. S-E-A-R. There's that E-A-R. And then ch, what makes that ch sound? Yep, C-H. Nice job. All right, well done. That's all we're going to do today. I hope to see you again very soon. Take care of yourself.